Well, I finished all 5 Hathaway novels and the Hathaway Wedding novella. I can't believe it's over, and now we're gonna go ahead and rank them. You may wonder, well, what gives you the authority to rank these, Bea? I took ranking romance novels 101 in college, and I did pretty well, so I'm ready to use that now. Hi, my name's Bea. Welcome to my channel, Mama Needs to Read Romance. Romance just like this series. I enjoyed all of these. They're all 4 or 5 stars for me, except for one, which I will explain soon, but I just thought it would be fun to relive the magic all over again, just very briefly, and talk about each book. I'm not going to be going in chronological order. I'm going to be going in the order that I enjoyed them. Let me know in the comments, what was your favorite? What was your least favorite? How do you feel about the Hathaways in comparison to the Wallflowers or the next series that I have coming up, the Ravenels? The book that I would rank 6th in this series is actually the novella. I gave it 3 stars. It's called Hathaway Wedding, and it is Win and Kev's wedding story. It's very short, and I actually have it linked below in case you'd like to read it. It's online. I prefer my weddings to be a little more romantic. The setting was a little crazy, and some of the things that happened were fun, but it was a little crazy for me. And honestly, part of the reason I ranked this as low as I did was because there was some animal cruelty or some discussion of animal cruelty, which of course Beatrix solves, but it was a little hard for me to read anything about cruelty to animals. So for me, I didn't enjoy this nearly as much, and I don't think I would ever feel the need to read it again. So in 5th place, Tempt Me at Twilight, which I did give 4 stars. I do love Harry, but I have a very complicated feeling about him just because he really did manipulate Poppy and this beginning of their relationship by taking her love letter. It was her private property, and he went ahead and read it, didn't tell her that he had it, and then used it to ruin her relationship with another man so he could have her. So that's kind of complicated. He's got some skeletons in his closet that she helps him heal from. I mean, he definitely needed some healing, and he does have that, and I adored Poppy. I like the Rutledge, but it's not my favorite setting ever. I found this to be very exciting, and I do love how her love for him helps heal him as a person. I couldn't give this much more than a 5th place in the Hathaway series just because Harry's kind of a complicated character, and I spent so much of my time going, do I like him? Do I not like him? Do I want him for Poppy? Poppy, run away! And then Michael Baining, the other guy that was interested in her, wasn't much better. So I'm like, Poppy, you deserve so much better. Where's a good man, Poppy? Obviously, it turns out well, and Harry's a good guy in the end, so thank goodness. In 4th place was another one where I had kind of complex feelings about the hero, Love in the Afternoon. I love Beatrix so much, but her love for Christopher, he is kind of struggling after the war. He has some severe PTSD, and he's kind of a curmudgeon. And if anybody's going to handle a difficult person, it's Beatrix. She's the one for the job. But at certain times I was like, oh, Beatrix, he's kind of tough and tricky, and I want you to be with someone who might be better for you than him, because I just felt badly for her, because he really was. I mean, he kept saying, like, you don't want to be with me. I'm tough. And he is tough. And I just hope going forward that their relationship is just beautiful and lovely, as I'm sure it will be, because it is a happily ever after. But yeah, I mean, the book was really exciting, especially the first half when he didn't know that she was the one writing these love letters, and you're just wondering, like, when is he going to find out? So that was a lot of fun, and it was very exciting. But yeah, I just had some mixed feelings about the hero, but I'm very glad that she helps him heal in the end, and I think he is good for her. But yeah, he's not my favorite hero, so I couldn't rank it higher than 4th place. In 3rd place, I have Seduce Me at Sunrise. That is Win and Kev's book. I'm sure no one is surprised to hear that. I do love Kev, I do. But for me, he's a little too rough and gruff. He's very broody, and he is an alpha guy. He obviously wants to keep Win away because he feels like he's damaged. And she really does help him heal. And I loved how they finally succumbed to their passion for one another after years and years and years of trying to hold back. And I love how Win recovered and healed. There's some super exciting parts in this book, and I love how Cam and Kev really form a strong brotherhood by this point. So you get to see Kev do a lot of healing and a lot of growing and a lot of maturing, but because he's not my favorite type of hero, I couldn't really rank this as higher than 3rd place. but I do love how he loves Win. In second place is where it all began with Mine Till Midnight, which is Amelia and Cam's story. I loved seeing Cam again after the Wallflower series, being so happy with Amelia. They're so different, but they're so perfect for one another. Amelia, who really thought she was never going to have any love in her life, finally succumbing to Cam and letting him be like the head of the household and the family. He's such a perfect man with all of his patience to take on all the Hathaways with their many quirks. I love seeing them all at the very beginning as this little singular family that have their problems, but they really love one another. And I loved seeing the Wallflowers like Sebastian and Marcus and hearing about Daisy. It was just so much fun. And I just really enjoyed the book, and I loved Cam and Amelia together. My first place, I've already told you in other videos, so you're not going to be surprised, but Married by Morning, Leo and Catherine. I'm going to try not to get emotional. Why am I emotional? It's so silly. But I adore Leo so much, and you see him just he's suffering in the first book, the first couple books really, and he's good at putting it off, but he's keeping people at a distance after the death of his beloved Laura Dillard. And initially throughout the books, like when he's with Catherine Marks, the two of them fight like cats and dogs, and as the books progress, you realize that they are attracted to one another. And I love seeing him pursue Catherine in this book. I love how he rescues her in every possible way, and she helps him heal and become a whole beautiful person, and she does too. I mean, she's got some pretty serious trauma that she's working through as well, and they work through it together, and it's just beautiful and wonderful, and I just love their happy ending, and you would expect more. I'm just getting so emotional, it's ridiculous, but I just love this book. I love it. 5 stars. I wish that we could see the Hathaways and the Ravenels, but I don't think they're in that series at all. It would be neat. I'm going to keep my eyes peeled because the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to read the Ravenel series for the next 7 weeks, and I'm looking forward to it. So I hope you'll join me for that, or if nothing else, join me for my Ravenels ranking in like 7 weeks. So I hope you're doing well. I hope that you're enjoying whatever it is you're reading, whatever series you might be enjoying. Thanks so much. Take care and bye.